Hi everyone, welcome to the Writers Company. Today we're going to talk about interrogating your plot. This is the second video. The first video is about controlling ideas, but if you haven't done that, don't worry, you can start from here. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I would like you to write a one-sentence summary of your idea for your book, or if you've already done a controlling idea, you can use that. So don't worry, this isn't set in stone. This isn't going to be your book forever. Just scribble down your idea. So do that now. Pause the video, scribble down the idea. Okay, so I've done one here for Jane Eyre. So orphan Jane falls in love with her employer, Mr. Rochester, while working as a governess to his ward. But it turns out he's got a mentally unwell wife locked in the attic. Okay, so you might have done a different summary, but that's my one sentence summary. So you've got yours, and we've got this one. And what I would like you to do now is to ask questions of your summary. So if you've got a mate that you trust, send it to them as well and see what questions you come up with between you. Do it separately because they might have questions that have never ever occurred to you. You're going to have about 20, 30 questions about your sentence summary. Any questions you like. So these are the questions that I've got for Jane Eyre. You know, how is she an orphan? How has her life been informed by this? Why does she choose to work as a governess, etc., etc.? So you're going to have a massive list of questions. And this is important for two reasons. The first reason is that your friend might ask questions that have never occurred to you that will actually be important for your plot, something that you can add to your story, something that means that your story isn't viable. So it's really, really important to ask these questions. The second reason is that these questions can be important to know what the themes of your book are. What does it mean? What does it mean to you? So, for example, these questions have a different weighting. That is, some questions will take much longer in terms of words to answer than other questions. So what I mean by that is, if we go back to the Jane Eyre questions, how is she an orphan? Well, you can answer that in a sentence. You can just say what happened. How has her life been informed by this is a much longer, deeper question that will need many, many more words to answer this. So now take a look at the questions that you have collected and evaluate each question in terms of the amount of words it would take to explain each one. Some of them will have a very heavy weighting. Some of them, you can answer it straight away. You could probably answer it in the first paragraph. Nobody needs to know anymore. So which ones are important? And what you will find is that through this process, you are working out what is meaningful, where the heart of the story lies. And it also highlights what's important to you, the writer. This is your story. You will have a different take on your story than somebody else who had the same sentence summary will have a different thing. What is important to you? What do you want to explore? Where do you want to go with this story? Once you have done that, you can use those questions as part of your plotting device. So it's difficult to do it here on YouTube, on Canva, but you can make yourself a graph and you can decide this is where I will answer those questions. And some of them will be throughout all the chapters. It will be the river running underneath your plot. So how has being an orphan informed Jane Eyre? runs throughout the novel, or could run out throughout your novel if you were to write Jane Eyre. So it's about what's meaningful to you. Where is the weight of the book? So I hope that's been useful. Let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe, all of that jazz. Lovely to speak to you, and looking forward to being here again when I get round to making the next video. All right, take care. Bye bye.